Good morning, America. Me and Dylan are at the property. I don't know if he's been vlogging or not. Have you been vlogging?
Not yesterday, no.
So, continue as you are.
It comes off that bad every day.
Continue as you are.
Alright. That's all.
Anyways, so today we're doing plumbing. A lot of fun. And then we got a whole lot of insulation. So, yeah. We're just working on the house today. It is currently, let's see how many days we are away from the wedding. Oh, exactly 2 months away. So, yeah, we're having a bunch of fun. Electrical guy came in. Dylan spent a long time last night working on a lot of stuff. So, yeah, we have some, I think he said like 40% of the insulation in. But yeah, we're just working on, I know I keep repeating myself, but we're working on the plumbing, and soon I'm going to be sacrificed to go underneath the house. And
I offered, but you said no.
Not this time. He did not offer this time.
I'll go under.
No, it's too late.
See, I tried to do my best.
I'll let him do it. The thing is, it's just so sad to see such a big thing crawl under there. You're gonna get stuck.
I moved pretty quick on that.
Huh?
I moved pretty quick on that size.
I don't think you are under there.
We should make a new clean for this, which is the biggest deal in the world.
A new cleanout? Oh.
I don't have another one of those caps.
Oh.
Not a big deal.
So it's just gonna stay open for right now?
Yeah. But I'm gonna hook up to that pipe, and then this pipe we're end up using for the toilet. And it's 3-inch. We need 2-inch.
At least we found it now. But yeah. Did you video this at all?
Installing it? Yes. Yeah. Afterwards,
okay, good.
Yeah, I showed them.
I haven't seen you video at all, so I was like, I should probably take something.
A few times I have, you haven't been here.
Anyways. But yeah. Well, I will let this go, I guess.
Good job.
Are you watching or are you recording?
A little bit of both.
You don't trust me, do you?
Well, I trust you.
Look at that. Level, clean cut. Wow.
Well, the house was holding it, so. Alright.
Welcome back. Alright. Hands are dirty, I know. So, I just got done underneath the house. We plumbed out from the bathroom sink to the toilet, and then also the washer. Dylan put up some more insulation. Now I have to go feed some horses for a client, and we're gonna go pick up some drywall after dinner, because we have family dinner with Miss Cindy and everybody. So yeah, I just wanted to update you guys and let you know what's going on.
We are in crunch time. We have less than 60 days until the wedding. I think more like 55 now. So within 55 days we have to be living in this house. We had a lot done. Both of our dads came over the weekend to help us out, and we got a lot done on the inside. All the insulation is in. We have R30 up top. We have R13 along the sides. All the insulation's in. It's all cleaned up. We have the drywall for everything, as well as the sheetrock for the bathroom. Now, Ella's dad, technically my father-in-law, or soon-to-be father-in-law, his neighbor does construction, and we talked to him, and he's giving us a very, very good price to come in and sheetrock everything, mud everything with light texture, paint 2 colors. So we got to figure out a color for here. We're thinking a light lavender. Not my first choice, but it's growing upon me. Reason being, gray countertops, white granite, like a teal backsplash. I'm going to put a photo in of the backsplash we're going to use. And then like a real pastel light, almost white with like a tinge to it. along the wall. I think that might look good. And then for the bedroom, something darker, we're gonna get that figured out. And then also he's gonna do the bathroom. He's going to do the toilet, the sink, the tile, for everything, and they're gonna knock all that out. And I will put a photo of the bathroom we're gonna do. The tile, it's gonna be a blue color, blue and earth tone. It's gonna be really, really nice. So that is going to be happening tomorrow. I should actually be working right now, but I talked to my client and said I got some stuff going on. So the reason I'm here is to finish this plumbing, the ventilation for it, hook this up, and do some plumbing underground. Basically, just go ahead, and I need to button up some stuff so that when the sheetrockers come tomorrow, they can just get started. So hopefully by the end of this week, early next week, we'll have everything sheetrocked, painted, bathroom done, and electric. Then all that's left, we left that window open overnight. All that's left is flooring and bathroom, and then to actually move all her stuff in here, all our stuff. So that's the plan. I'm gonna get underneath the house and get started. So this is what we got going on underneath the house. We need to connect the drain for the kitchen sink. That one is for the washer. This one is for the bathroom. So this line has the toilet, the sink, and then right here is where the shower drain will connect. We gotta connect it to that piece right there, and then to that as well. Depending on how much time I have, I may try to dig the trench and connect it to the septic as well, and we can just backfill this half the septic until we do the leach field. So what we need to do is, I cut that pipe wrong. We need to extend that pipe out, take a measurement, hook up that drain, and then we can get this pipe and that pipe hooked up. That is our lowest point right there. So to get the correct grade, that's our set grade, we need to connect this pipe and then lower these ones down to it. Hopefully that makes sense. Makes sense to me. Basically, we just gotta connect all the pipes together. All the plumbing down there is done. It's hung. It's good to go. There's definitely a few spots where it's a little tight, but we made it work. Now, interior plumbing. Luckily that hole was there because it made life a lot easier. This is the hole I made for the toilet. You can see it's all the way over there. That is now someone else's problem. I'm paying him enough money. He'll figure that out. They'll probably just have to cut it out, put a new board, and drill a hole, but that's not the big a deal. As you can see, they're not a hole 100% straight, which isn't the biggest deal in the world. That's purely a vent. That's just purely a vent for the toilet. This is a vent and also a drain for the sink. So what we're gonna end up doing is we gotta find 18 inches from the bottom to the top to the center of the pipe and put a T in there, and then we'll vent it to the top. So we gotta find 18 inches for that. Not that one, and then I have to find 18 inches on that one as well. So once we find that, those are done, and then we will do venting. So normally what you would do when you vent is vent through the ceiling. We're not doing that because I really don't want to punch a hole through my ceiling and through my roof and cause issues. They now have something called a actuator valve. That's not it. I'm going to put the correct verbiage here. They have one of those things. I got three of them. All these will be on one. This will be on one, and that will be on one. And basically what it is a one-way check valve. It's got a little spring and a rubber bladder to it. So when you turn something on, it senses the pressure difference. It opens up, let air goes through to let everything drain properly. When it then sense that, the spring goes up to keep all the moisture and the smell down. So we also bought little boxes that go into that are going to be recessed in the wall with a little vent in front of it. So whenever we need to service it, we pop it open, unscrew it, screw a new one on. Good to go. Nothing has to go in the ceiling. So that's what we're going to do with here. We're going to have this one go all the way up. We're going to have these two come up, connect, and go to that one. Because you're allowed to have, the ones we have, 6 vents or 6 things that need vent on one. The most we're doing is 3. So that's how we're going to connect those. This one I still need to build. I gotta take this stud out and build the internal wall P-trap in the vent, and then that one will be installed when we do the cabinets, because it's going to be inside the cabinets. So nothing to do too much there. What I do need to do there is put some 90s on the PEX lines so they can puncture it through the drywall, same as all that over there. So all the outside stuff is done, now just the inside stuff. I went ahead and got the trench dug a little bit from the septic to the pipe. So what we're going to do now is test to make sure the water flows properly. I already tested that pipe, which is for the sink, and it works. We're now going to test the longest run, which is going to be for the washing machine. About half of that. Oh, I got to run over here. Oh, and we have water. And that seems to be about everything I put in it. 2 for 2. I'm not going to test the, whatever that's called, the shower, the toilet, because there's P-traps. What I will test is the sink. This is one that's going to go past those 90s. Oh, it's trickling out. I can hear it gurgling. So, not as powerful as the other ones, but that's fine, because it does have the most or the least pitch to anything, so it makes sense. But it still drains, and that's the important thing. And if we have a little, there's always going to be water in the lines, so that's nothing crazy. Like I said, I'm not going to test these two. If that one works, that one's going to work, that one's definitely going to work. Awesome. Got all the plumbing done, well, all the venting done. So that's the vent for the bath, or for the shower, toilet, and that is the vent for the, whatever you call that thing, kitchen sink, geez, bathroom sink. I did have to strap this line and this line to kind of pull this one in, pull that one in, but they are good and flush with the wall, which is awesome. I do have to run into town to go grab more glue, and I think that's it. More glue, because I had a little accident, and I still have to do all this. So it's all coming together pretty good, actually. We're gonna have a lot to return, which is awesome, because I get to make some of my money back. This insulation is expensive. It's like per bag $180 or something like that. Ridiculous. I have one left, so go return it. Anyway, let's head to town. All done. We still need to put the air vent on there. It's not a big deal. I do need to move these lines over because the hookup's obviously over there, so I gotta move that over. Another issue that we have is this line for the toilet. I love knocking this thing over. It should be on the other side, but it's there now, so that is what it is. To my knowledge, the guys doing the bathroom will finish that up. In worst case, you have to come out with a 90 and to the other side. Not a big deal. But I do need to crawl under the house and move these 2 lines over real quick. Now it's on the right side. So I still need to get the lines to hook up to here. I don't have the connection, so I'm gonna come back tomorrow and what's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and button that little thing up. But I still need to do a few things. I gotta hook that up, and I have all the plumbing to hook up the septic. So I'm gonna try to do that, and if I can get the septic hooked up, I'll start to bury that tank. I need a 3-inch, two 3-inch couplers. I need a new 45 and the 45 and the one that's less than 45. So just about finished up for the day. We have all the interior water lines hooked up to the right height. They're not attached to the stud, they're just at the right height. So we have the, for the kitchen sink, we also have the expandafoam and the joints. Here we have the drain for the shower, the lines for the shower. We have the drain for the, whatchamacallit, bathroom. We're in the bathroom, Dylan. It's been a long day. The drain for the sink in the bathroom and the water lines. And then down is drain, up is vent. Here we have the vent for the toilet, and here we have the vent for the shower. We're going to have one of those aspirator things up there. If we move over here, all good to go. Just need to hook those lines up to that. Just need to buy a piece for it. Yeah, that's it. Everything is good to go for drywall. I went ahead and did all the expandafoam and all the joints and everything. So guys are showing up tomorrow to do drywall, and this place is going to look a lot different when they're done. We will have drywall. We will have 2 colors of paint. We will have a bathroom. That's going to put us leaps and bounds ahead. So all that's really left for me and Ella to do is kitchen, wood, and septic, and finish the outside, and clean the property for the wedding, and build the driveway. And I think that's it. So, goodbye.
The next day.
Hello everyone, we are at the property. It's 8:11 at night. It feels like 10 o'clock at night. We are installing, well, right now actually we're cutting pipe, and then we are going to install those aspirator valves or whatever those things are called. And the reason we're doing that is we're also meeting with a contractor. He's driving up from the coast. He's going to be here in about 20 minutes. I'm trying to go everything over with him real quick. Ella's practicing her dance moves for the wedding. These are the aspirator valves that we're going to be using. So nice little box too. It's pretty simple. So I'm going to go to 0.5 and not get too dark. The box sits, hold on. The box sits like, the box. Am I saying box right? Box. Box.
An ox is a box.
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 I'm putting this plastic
Ox is
thing
a box.
right there.
How are you saying it?
Box. I'm putting an A on it. I don't know. And that sits in like so. So I'm cutting the pipe. It's 2.5 inches. I'm gonna glue all it together. One there, and one right there. I can't attach this one to the stud because it sticks out too far. So it doesn't really need to be attached to a stud. It's not that big a deal. They're just gonna have to go around it. So anyway, I'll be back when that's all attached. Just finished meeting with the contractor, and everything's super easy. He said good to go. This is what the cap looks like when it's all put together, or the vent looks like when it's all put together. So they know about that. Apparently we bought too much of that. It's not a big deal. We also bought too much tape. Also not a big deal. And I got that put in there, so they're good to go. They're gonna start on the ceiling tomorrow, and yeah, I'm excited to see drywall going up.